আসিব ফিরে ধানসিঁড়িটির তীরে এই বাংলায়। হয়তো মানুষ নয়, হয়তো বা শঙ্খচিল শালিখের বেশে, হয়তো ভোরের কাক হয়ে কার্তিকের নবান্নের দেশে। কুয়াশার বুকে ভেসে একদিন আসিব এ কাঁঠাল ছায়া। হয়তো বা হাঁস হব, কিশোরীর ঘুঙুর রইবে লাল পায়। সারাদিন কেটে যাবে কলমির গন্ধ ভরা জলে ভেসে ভেসে। আবার আসিব আমি বাংলার নদী মাঠ ক্ষেত ভালোবেসে। জলাঙ্গির ঢেউয়ে ভেজা বাংলার সবুজ করুণ ডাঙায়। আবার আসিব ফিরে ধানসিঁড়িটির তীরে এই বাংলা। দেখিব যে সুদর্শন উড়িতেছে সন্ধ্যার বাতাসে। হয়তো দেখিব এক লক্ষ্মী প্যাঁচা ডাকিতেছে শিমুলের ডালে। হয়তো খয়ের ধান ছড়াতেছে শিশু এক উঠানের ঘাসে। রূপসার ঘোলা জলে হয়তো কিশোর এক সাদা ছেঁড়া পালে। ডিঙাবায় রাঙা মেঘ সাতরায় অন্ধকারে আসিতেছে নিড়ে। দেখিবে ধবল পথ আমারই পাবে তুমি ইহাদের ভিড়ে। আবার আসিব ফিরে ধানসিঁড়িটির তীরে এই বাংলা। হয়তো মানুষ নয়, হয়তো বা শঙ্খচিল শালিখের বেশে, হয়তো ভোরের কাক হয়ে কার্তিকের নবান্নের দেশে। আবার আসিব আমি বাংলার নদী মাঠ ক্ষেত ভালোবেসে। আবার আসিব ফিরে ধানসিঁড়িটির তীরে এই বাংলা।
Welcome back. You were watching a song, the video of a song that has been used in the film Rising Silence. And on that, Leesa is going to help me. What was it about and how it has been conceptualized and what does it mean in the...
This is an iconic poem by an iconic
Poet.
poet, Jibanananda Das, and this poem we grew up with. It talks about going back to your homeland. As it doesn't have to be as a human form. It could be as a bird, as you know, as nature, as a part of nature, and it talks about the, you know, everlasting love that you feel for your homeland. The reason we chose this particular poem, and I would like to say that this poem, the song, the melody was composed by Sohini Alam and Oliver Weeks, and both of them are the music directors of Rising Silence. And in the film, we have used 3-4 songs. The reason song and music also kind of almost became a character in the film, there's a particular reason why. Because while we were doing our research work with the you know, Birangana women, sexual violence survivors of 71, Liberation War of Bangladesh, we found out that, you know, they never had the chance to have any form of any kind of counseling. So trauma is there. So they always, I mean, for all of the women I experienced and I found that they used, and they still do, music as a coping mechanism. Yes. And they somehow can say who is another survivor. Yeah. Do you know? And that was fascinating to me, because they kind of seek that empathy, seek that compassion, seek that love that we fail to give them amongst each other. And that was one form of coping mechanism for them, and music is another. So, because of that reason, music was an integral part of this film, music and nature.
Rising Silence, you see, this is the film that was shown at the Dhaka International Film Festival.
Yes.
And that was in January 2019, only last month. And you won an award for the best documentary.
Yes.
What was your role in it?
I directed the film, and I'm also in the film as a presenter, as a narrator, and also spent like 2-3 years researching for the film.
What is, I mean, I know you have produced Birangana, Women of War. It was nominated for the Office in 2014. And how did you treat this very sensitive issue in the film? I mean, it was different on a stage, isn't it? See? It's very personal. But in a film, the audience are not there. See?
Yes.
Like, I mean, I can't see my audience here today, but we hope that they are there, and we know that they are appreciating or not appreciating, or they are reacting. See? So how did you make out the difference, and how did you treat the matter differently in Birangana of 2014 and in Rising Silence of 2018?
For Birangana Women of War, the play, I performed and I co-wrote the script and also did the research. But Birangana Women of War was directed by Phyllis Osjan. And the film Rising Silence is directed by me. The vision I had for the film, that I wanted to see I wanted to see them as they are. When I was growing up, I came to know about these women when I was 17 years old from my father. And I couldn't see them. You know, I couldn't imagine their faces. Whenever I wanted to imagine their faces, either a statistics came before my face, or an honorific title, never the person.
Yeah.
So when I came to know them, when I went to see them for the first time in 2010, it was nothing like I imagined. You know, I don't know. I couldn't imagine, so I don't know what to expect. But I was really, really very nervous. But the way they accepted me, the way they, you know.
Where did you meet them?
Shirajganj, 21.
Is there a particular place where they live, or is that a hostel?
No, there was there still is a women's center. It's called Uttaran Mohila Sangstha, and the head of the women's center at the time was Shafina Lohani. She actually kind of brought these women. Because after 75, when the founder of our nation was assassinated with all, with his family, these women were literally thrown out in streets. Documents. Because I'm sure you know that the whole regime changed, and then dictatorship was.
I'm very well aware of the fact, because I've suffered myself.
Absolutely.
The rulers changed, the rules changed.
Absolutely, and so these women's rehabilitation centers, women's centers were shut down. Documents about these women were either burnt or or thrown in the river. That's what I came to know recently as well. And these women were thrown in the streets overnight. And after that, I would like to I would like to see myself as the first generation of Bangladesh. And while we were growing up, we were not allowed to know anything. We were not allowed to know who we fought with. We were not utter our founder.
Was it because it was not politically correct?
Politically correct, because the political the power and was different, and masters were different, and anti-liberation force were in power. So we couldn't tell Bangabandhu's name, and we couldn't tell that we fought with Pakistan. It's like dushkritokari and perpetrator. So who those perpetrators were, we were not allowed to know. So in that kind of climate, we grew up. So I was truly fortunate because of my father. I came to know about stories of liberation war. My father was a freedom fighter. So when I first met these women, for the first time I realized.
When was that?
2010.
Before you did Birangana?
Yes. That it could have been anyone. It could have been my mother.
Yeah.
If I were there, it could have been me. To realize that, it felt for the first time that they are part of me. They're part of, and another thing is what they had gone through after liberation war. Bangladesh had gone through the same thing.
Right.
They had gone through betrayal. They had gone through, shame. They had gone through oppression. If you think about Bangladesh's history, Bangladesh had gone through everything.
You see all sorts of denial.
As they were, and they kind of embody the history.
Right, Leesa, we need to take another break.
Okay.
And when we come back, we will continue with this very interesting discussion.
Of course.
Thank you for being with us. I know that We need to have a break, and this is not irritating, I hope not, but this is a must. We'll come back after this very, very short break. Don't go away.